Welcome back to part 3. It's a trilogy, like Star Wars. Had this head unit for about a week now. Spent many hours in the car playing with it, so it's a bit more configured, and I've found how to drive it, how to brake it, what works, what doesn't. It's still really good. I like it a lot. Right, where do we start? The launcher here is all configurable. So, for instance, I've got torque hooked up as a main button here. Let's see once it connects. These are all configurable, so it kind of looks like stock. The center button here displays album art of whatever track's playing, as well as logos. You put nav stuff in there. Speedo, the works, so that's pretty sweet. I've got Rocket player set up as my default music thing. Rocket's pretty good. The stock radio is pretty sweet. Well, it's still an old school analog radio, but does all the stuff, the mod cons. The phone app's really good. The microphone that it comes with is actually pretty high quality. It's easy to have, apparently easy to understand with it than I was with the old Parrot hands-free kit, which is something. Google voice recognition works pretty well with it too. Same with most Android Google based stuff. The voice recognition works way better when you've got a network connection. It gets much cleverer. Right, let's go here. So I've reworked the apps here on the head unit. Focus, there we go. So I've got them all on one screen, which looks pretty sweet. Well, let's go through the settings. Car. This element button lets you control the RGB LEDs. So for instance, I've got it set to sort of orangey now. You can kind of see it. So it matches the dash and the rest of the car's lights. But you can do everything to make it go. If I touch it right. So you get full on disco mode for those that like multicolored disco modes. Those people. Let's put this back to how it was. Yeah. You can define all the steering wheel keys, etc, etc, etc. The actual sound quality of the thing is the same as stock, apart from it's got a better equalizer. This thing's really struggling to focus in this light. Equalizer works pretty good. This button here lets you cycle through all the different ones. It's pretty cool. In terms of apps, this control app, I don't have heated seats, but lets you control all the stuff like that. So that should be pretty sweet. It'll be interesting to see if someone's actually got heated seats hooked up with this and how well it works. As you can see, the head unit's pretty responsive. The screen's nice. The fit's pretty good. I found I had to, on the edge of this, if you can see, there it is, edge of this on the inside edge, I just beveled them out a bit because it was touching and grabbing on the sides of the switches. So for instance, if you push the aircon switch, it would stay stuck in, which was slightly annoying the first time I found out that, but it's no major. Head unit fits pretty easily. It just bangs in. I spoke about that in the last video. Right. What works and what doesn't work? There's some strange things that happen with the clock. Because the clock obviously talks, I don't know if I can see it there, talks through CAN bus to the dash, so they've all got about the same time on them. I've been playing with this trying to make it work properly. It does work properly now, I should say. But if you have it set to anything other than that, so if you just put in like a manual date and time and such, it kind of loses its mind a bit. Whereas if you have them all turned on and all automatic, it's fine and it works. So don't touch it. Where are we at? Tire pressure monitoring system is something I'll look at in the future. I might actually have a talk to the guy and see if I can get myself hold of that. So that'd be pretty interesting. Right, bugbears, problems. Let me forward you to the complaints department. None of them are very big. It's just annoying stuff that I'll pass on to the developer to see if he can fix it. He seems like a pretty good dude, so I'm hopefully we'll look into it. First things, let me just, right, so that button there changes your music input source, right? And it goes through the default music player, default video player, AV in, TV, and then back to the radio, and then back to the default music player. You can't define what those things are. So personally, I'd have it go to rocket, like so, and then to say, like, oops, not that. That's another cool thing it does. This here, so you've got picture-in-picture for your navigation, which stays on top. So you can be playing whatever and your navigation thing will stay on top. But that's a segue. Pardon me. Right. Where was I? I had to go to play music, then the Bluetooth in app. But you can't define that, which is slightly annoying. Weird thing number 2. Let me just open my driver's door here. Passenger door. Interesting. Open the passenger door. Driver's door. So, bit of a bug there. Hardly the end of the world though. The other thing I'd like to see changed is it'd be good to have an off button for the PDC system, since you can ditch the heater controls. As you can see there, they're all gone. Heated seat controls, I should say. And your PDC controls. But an off button for the PDC would be awesome, so it just doesn't beep at you when you're like close to things. The other thing would be, I don't have a rear vision camera on this thing because it's a hatchback, as I said before. But if I throw it in reverse, no, car's not going to do it. Let's start the car. Whoa, N52. If I throw it in reverse, I get this awesome thing, which is way better than stock. However, it throws this up, so where I don't have a camera, if I don't have a camera, it should just maintain the standard launcher. Like you see here, like that would be awesome if it just did that, but it doesn't, unfortunately. Obviously brings in Google Weather up the top there as well. Right, what else is there to talk about? That's pretty much it. That's good. Go get yourself one. Cheers.